29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set the rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach. I do believe I always should have stayed. Yeah. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. One day I'll be Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. Life changes just open the door. One thing's certain, I'll always be yours.
Hey. Hopefully my internet will not go crazy again tonight. So let's see. We have Patrick Cost. Thank you so much for being here. Fairbrick Studio. Thank you so much for stopping by. Jordan the Deer Hunter. Good evening. Good evening, Marilyn. Nice to have you here. At least I have one moderator in the chat. It's always good to have. How's it going? How's it going? It's a beautiful day. Man, I didn't want to come back inside, but I mean, I have to come do my live stream. It's a YouTube thing, you know. If I had 10,000 people watching my videos, yeah, could go without the live streams. But unfortunately, I'm not that. I'm not gonna say not that lucky. I'm just not that good. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. I started having pain in one of my teeth Wednesday night. I have a hole in one of my teeth. And I called the dentist right away. I mean, I felt lucky because the dentist had a kid that day. Congratulations, by the way, if you're listening. I don't think you are, but anyway, if you're watching, he had a kid that morning, and he took me for a quick checkup regardless. It was supposed to patch it today, but he still gave me a prescription for antibiotics, and he told me that if the pain was unbearable, even with Tylenol and Advil, to take the antibiotics, and that he would push my my filling for today. And I had to start taking the antibiotics. So it was getting infected, and I still have a little pain, but I didn't take Tylenol since about lunch. So I'm due to go again, and I'm probably going to take some Tylenol before I go to bed. But I will be. It's an anxiety thing. I have to be put under to. Well, they're not going to fix it at the point there. They have to remove it. It's wisdom teeth, and yeah, they have to remove it. And I mean, I have so much fun just going outside. Right now, it's beautiful outside. I think it was supposed to be plus 18 Celsius, but I'm pretty sure we got a little bit more than that. I'm guessing it was around 2021. Just give me a quick second. I will keep speaking. It was around 2021 degrees Celsius, which would be, I don't know, maybe 75 Fahrenheit. 70, 75 would be my guess. I just enjoy it so much to just go outside, look at all my trees, all my shrubs, look at whatever I'm going to have to work with for a garden. Good thing I have a lot of plans, and hopefully this weekend I get to do most of those plans. I'm yawning, but it's not really because I'm tired, because I actually feel full of energy. I was able to lift my greenhouse, the one that was broken. I was able to put it up. Now I need to brace it properly. I just put it up, put the plastic back on, fix it up a little bit. At least it should stay up unless we have like huge wind. If we do, then I could be in trouble, but we're not expecting wind over the weekend. My goal is to actually go and make it stronger. I have a few boards here that I can use. I just need to solidify the greenhouse on one side, the side where the wind comes in. I know in the winter it's a different story, but hopefully I should have enough time to figure something out to make it strong enough to withstand the harsh weather we have here. People are not too chatty tonight. Are you guys still there? I see 11 people watching. Just don't forget the thumbs up. And yeah, if you're not subscribed, go ahead. If you're willing to help me, you can share my channel. You can shout me out. Anytime you watch, it's helping me, and it doesn't cost you anything. And I keep telling everyone, if you don't have time to watch my stuff, or if you want to support me but you don't care about what I talk about, you can just press play, go do your errands, and come back, press play again. Hello, Tiffany, Canadian Family Life. Oh, you changed your logo. Cool. I'll try to go later on your channel to see exactly what it is. It's kind of small right now, but it looks pretty cool. But now it makes me wonder, since you changed your logo, what am I going to do with these? And I even have a limited edition. Mickey from Critter Creek did it for us. Cool. I just didn't put them anywhere yet because I used to put them on the wall behind me, and I kind of noticed that it was pretty much pointless because none of you could see them. So I'm thinking about maybe just like putting a piece of tape on the back and just put them on my wall here. Because if I don't have virtual background, there you go. If I don't have the virtual background, I could put them here and you should be able to see them up to here. So I could fill this up down here, up here. I could put them all the way here. I have some more. I have one from Tehan 141, Medium Acres. I even have Bushcraft Family here. A bunch of awesome channels, awesome stickers. Those are old school stickers now. Yeah, I get what you mean, because I give a few stickers away myself, and I changed my logo like twice after that. So yeah, I was walking around in my garden, and I think other than one of the American hazelnut that I have planted, everything else seemed to be growing. Now there's a few grapevines that are probably dead, but then again, I planted just a bunch of cuttings, a bunch of sticks in the ground, and I probably planted around 15 cuttings, and out of those 15, I'm guessing at least 5 of them have taken off and are still going. All the ones I purchased from the store are still alive. All the currants, I have black, white, and red currants. I have three different gooseberry bushes. I have some honeyberries, cascaps. I have a high bush cranberry. The problem is, I thought it was dead, but then I look at the crown, and there are shoots coming up. So I'm gonna let it go. We were just working on our lawn tractor. Wow, you're already there. I should actually take my lawnmower out. There's a few spots that I could mow the lawn and take all the grass clippings and either put it in a compost or give it to my chickens. My plums, my pears, my cherries, my apples, they're all doing great. They're all still alive. The only thing that struggles, the only thing I have struggling right now is one of the wild tree that I have growing. I have no idea what it is. Today my cell phone told me that it was probably a birch, but it's not shaped like a birch. I would guess that it's a fruit tree of some sort. It looks like a cherry tree, but I didn't plant it there, and it's been there for like 10 years without fruits growing on it. But it was really, really small when I got here. Like 2 years ago, the cell phone told me that it was probably a cherry tree of some sort. Let's see. It's probably not uploaded yet. Let's see if I could show you. Probably not. Oh, it is synced with the cloud. Okay. Let's see. But all my other trees are doing great. I have some rhubarb coming from pretty much everywhere. I start some from seeds, and if you can, a sec. There you go. Let's see if I can find some pictures to share with you guys. Okay, present. Share screen. Entire screen. This here. Okay, let's start with this one here. Can I make it like full screen? No. Okay. So this is something my dad gave me in memory of my brother. I don't know how well you can see, but anyway, I find it was pretty cool. So yeah, this is just a pear tree. I put that there so if I lose the paper, I know what kind of pear trees I had. Okay, so this year I have this growing, and it looks like dandelion leaves, but what it is, in fact, it's a chicory. So I will let it grow. I can use the flowers, and I can eat the leaves, and I can also use the roots. So my goal is to let it spread a little bit, maybe transplant it in my dad's gravel pit. He usually uses poor soil, so it could probably survive. Um, okay, so your chicory didn't come back yet. It's probably going to. It wasn't there early this week, and it's there now, so it could just be a matter of days. I have this growing. I have no idea what it is. So these are hard to see, but they're popping everywhere in one of my beds. I mean, this is a leaf here, so it's giving you an idea of how small those little sprouts are. I was thinking it could have been like oregano or something along those lines. I don't know. I found this. It's showing up as an elderberry on my phone, but I don't remember planting elderberries there. I'll wait. I'll let it grow a little bit bigger and see what it is. Um, it really looks like an elderberry. Could be. Um, I don't know. I have weird stuff growing in weird spots. This is the same as this here. So this is a wild black currant. Hello, John. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm just showing a few of the things that I had in my garden today. So this is just compost. It really is beautiful compost. I love it. I don't know. Could you guys hear when I was speaking in that small video? Hello, Dave. Thank you for stopping by. Having a fire. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's what I want to do tomorrow. I'm just hoping it's not raining. And since the June bugs, okay, you couldn't hear a thing. So I was just showing that there were two piles. The one on the left is like 1-year-old to 2-year-old chicken manure. The one on the right is a little bit older, probably 3 years, and this is what it gives me. All the fluffy, really fluffy compost. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm so happy that I can finally have my own compost. I don't have enough for my whole garden, but at least I have enough that I'll be able to put it inside my greenhouse. I'll be lurking while I edit. Well, that's great. Thank you for the support. Yes, it's really fluffy and nice. I kind of like it. I have this here growing. This is my hop. Beautiful plant. Welcome back, Patrick. So I have this here. Now, this is kind of weird. Because it really looks like a currant plant, but it's growing like it's only about, I don't know, maybe 5-6 inches tall, and it's growing like 40 feet away from all the other currant bushes I have. And it could have been from one of the fruits from last year, except the size of the plant, the way it's growing, it's definitely not a new plant from this year. I was showing Marilyn before the live, and we both agreed that it was probably there last year and I just didn't see it. Let me show you the video. It's kind of weird. Problem is, I have no idea where it comes from. And I know birds could be eating currants from somewhere, and I didn't plant any currants there at that spot. The closest one is 40 feet away, and they were just planted last year, early summer last year. So if it's from a fruit from last year, I mean, it's growing really, really, really fast. And if it's from a wild or from one of the neighbors, it's even weirder because I've been here for 14 years now, and I've never had wild fruit trees growing, or at least like anything growing that was not from it's not coming from one I planted. So if it comes from one of the neighbor or from a bird that would have dropped poop, I mean, it's just incredible because I started doing my food forest last year, and I would start having wild fruit growing. Like, that's pretty cool. And this is something my son did. It's kind of cool. I thought it was cute. Yeah, these are the leaves from the little tree. It could be a birch, but you see, I don't know if you can't see very well, but all the branches, it's branching out a lot more than a birch would. So I don't know. Do I have anything else? See, a bunch of pictures. I found these horsetails. This is actually edible, and you can see the cold foots behind it. These I don't know what they are. Don't know about them. Colt's foot. These I have no idea. Pretty cool. Grouse. It was just there, not moving. All right, let's put that here and stop sharing that screen. It takes 3 years to make good compost. The one I had was at least 3 years old. Need to turn compost often and add water so it breaks down faster. Yes, last year we had so much rain, I didn't need to water it. I do forget to turn it around, I'll admit, but I'm pretty proud of the final product I had there. Even when I got the barn back in 2020, or was it 2021? I think it was in 2020. It was full of goat manure inside, and it was full of hay. There was even a dead goat inside when I bought the barn. I only realized when it got here. I took everything that was inside, simply put it outside in a pile, and forgot about it for like a year and a half, 2 years. and then it was just like pure, beautiful compost. It was amazing. I put that in my little raised beds that I have behind my house, and it's been doing great. But yeah, I have to clean my chicken coop this year. Um, I'm just waiting to have time to remove the old coop so I can bring the rabbits inside. So I actually have space to move around with my wheelbarrow. Once I do that, I will clean it up and yeah, um, it's gonna be like very very good compost in 2, 3, 4 years. The tractor made it possible to make compost in larger quantities. Totally, if I had a huge uh, tractor, it'd be amazing, but I don't. um, the only thing that I can see in my garden right now that's struggling a little bit are my strawberries. For some reason, like it's full of weeds, and unless I just dig all my strawberry plants and just kill all the weeds and put some more compost and put the strawberries again, like I pretty much have to remove what I can by hand, and it's going to be a pain in the butt. It's going to take me forever. So I don't know if you guys have any solution to this problem, but if you do, please share because I have no idea what to do. I have some chives growing. I have some chives growing in front of the house at like 3 or 4 different spots, which is pretty cool. It's spreading. I love it. It can spread all over my property if it wants to. I won't stop it. Um, yes, but not enough. It was only strawberries like 2 years ago. The bed was full of strawberries. It was only strawberry plants. And when I look today, like the weeds are killing my strawberries and it's just taking over the whole bed. So I don't know, like I might have to dig up all my strawberry plants, just kill everything I have in there, just put some more compost, um, dig them up, remove them, put more compost, more soil, and just put the strawberries back. But it's a lot of work. Regardless of what I do, it is a lot of work. Um, my raspberries are doing amazing. I still have some from last year that are growing from the ones I got last year. I mean, the yellow raspberries. I mean, those are still growing. But the ones, the ever-bearing berries that I have are simply amazing. They're taking over that part of my property, and I love it. I mean, I want them to take over that part. Um, I had a good idea, and I was trying to measure uh, the dimensions, the sizes. Um, and what I think I'm gonna do is take the old trampoline frame and make a huge arch and put grapes and kiwis on top, like growing on top of it. So kiwis apparently they grow very fast and they take over pretty fast. So if I take the frame, trampoline frame, cut it in half, put the two pieces like in front of each other like this, so I would have two frames. I can put like chicken wire or anything like that, and or maybe I don't know. Um, maybe I don't need to put anything at all. If the frame is there, it would just grow on top of the frame. I just have to make sure the frame doesn't fall. That could be another option. Um, yeah, I guess. So I can make it strong enough so that it doesn't fall, and Yeah, that'd be nice. And where the trampoline is right now, I want to take the whole temple shelter and put it right where the trampoline is. And that way I would have a third greenhouse. Like I would have a big one, medium one, and a small one. Um, the small one will need to be taken care of in terms of all the weeds that's growing in there. And it's actually weed. Yeah. Wild plant growing in there, and it's actually wild. You know what? So, yeah, I'm going to have to take care of it before it spreads all over. Can you dig them up, put them somewhere else, and put a tarp on that bed for this year? I could, but I would need to build another bed, and I don't have a way to do that right now. So that's why I was thinking about digging them up, putting them aside, even if I had to put them in small containers or something like that. And, just go out there hard, just dig all the weeds, remove everything I can remove, put some more soil, some more compost, and then put the strawberries back. It is a lot of work no matter what I do. So, but I could probably do something with wood chip where I could stop the weeds from growing. But it's most likely too late right now. Why is there always that one fly that goes after my light? There's always one. And I kill one every live stream, and then I don't see any for a week, and then there's one that comes back. Yeah, it would be cool if I could do that with the old trampoline, bring the temple shelter. I have the plastic. I found the plastic, and I started using the plastic, the greenhouse tape that you suggested, Marilyn. It's doing great, except that I started working on it last evening. It was pretty humid, so there's a few pieces that didn't stick too well. I will still leave them there. I still have to finish putting some tape, especially in the corners where the tarp was torn apart a little bit. I just want to tape it to make sure that it's strong enough, it stays strong. I might even put duct tape just for making sure it's strong. I put my thermometer inside, and of course, as soon as I did, the batteries died. But if I look right now, it's going down quite fast. It's crazy. So if I look, okay, at 6 o'clock, okay, 5:30, it's 8:30 my time. So 3 hours ago, it was 31.6 degrees Celsius or 89 Fahrenheit. Right now, 3 hours later, it is 59 Fahrenheit or 15 Celsius. It dropped by 15 degrees in 3 hours. That's crazy, and that's inside the greenhouse. The hops are drying, so I can brew with them next week. Awesome. So no mold, and we'll keep better. Keep them frozen until pitching the beer. Well, those are both pretty good options. I have a video coming on raspberries. I was able to do one for Fitville pair of sneakers that I got. I have to make a video on the solar panel, and well, they say it's a generator, but I call it a battery. But regardless, it's 600 watts. It's pretty cool, pretty amazing. I love it. I will have a video out in a few days. And I bought some a pack of wood chip precisely to do mushroom. I want to grow mushroom. And Marilyn, the type of mushrooms you're growing, what's it called again? Because I've seen some people grow. I think they're the same one. White caps, wine caps, wine caps, wine cap. Okay, yeah. So apparently, I've seen some people put the spores. I don't know if it was in the garden or in wood chip or whatever, in the wood chip pile or whatever it was. And apparently they're growing like, I don't know, 30, 40 pounds of mushrooms every year just from that one little tiny spot. So I want to try that with golden. I have some golden oysters, which is not something that grows around here, unfortunately, but I can grow it at least for the summer and have 2 harvests from it. And I have some pearl oysters, mushrooms that that I can try to. I want to make it grow from my wood chip bag that I bought. There you go, you little booger. Finally dead. Yeah. Wine caps. Okay, so I need to figure out where to buy some. Where was it? I was somewhere the other day and they had a bunch of boxes. It could have been when I was in Quebec. So I'll have to see, but I can probably order some as well. Would they have that? Let me check. Petit Champi. Le Petit Champi. So they have the king oysters, pearl oysters, golden oysters, lion manes, mushroom, blue oysters, pink oysters, shiitake mushroom. So I'm gonna have to take a look at what you're telling me, Marilyn. I will shiitake. Okay, shiitake. Okay. Is that the same thing? Because the company I order from has them. Wood chip from leafy trees. Okay. So we need to find that. I need to, I don't really have any wood chip coming from. Okay, so they don't have, it's not the same. Shiitake is one I can get. But I will have to look for violon et champignon. Let me take a picture of that just so that don't forget. Picture is taken. So yeah, I have a video coming up on that as well. I have a video on my raspberries. I'm explaining a little bit how to propagate them. I was able to give a few shoots to a few colleagues of mine. If you buy them and not ready to plant, okay, well, I'm pretty sure there's another way to plant them than just in wood chip pile. But you had them, didn't you have them in your garden? I thought they were just growing in your garden. Anyway, I don't know if anyone would have that around here. No, they are wood decomposer, but they would stay there pretty much forever. So you would just add more wood chip, dead leaves. I have dead leaves. I had dead leaves. I put it all into my compost, but I can probably uh, find some pretty easily. Okay, so the wood chip I have is probably from pine or something along those lines. So it wouldn't be good enough. Hmm. I had it a bunch this year. I will see if they come back. A bunch of wood chip or a bunch of mushrooms. They usually do, but they eat the wood pretty fast. Okay, that is all good information to know. A bunch of wood chip on the last year of mushroom. Okay, cool. Um, it's funny. I was talking to my foraging teacher, and I'm like, I love how I can go out in the wild now and see um, wild edibles everywhere, or recognize plants that I didn't even care about uh, in the past. And now that I've seen some elderberries, they grow everywhere. They're all over the place, but the problem is they're the red elderberries, not the black ones. The black ones are edible. The red ones, they say that they are very, very toxic. There is a way that you can use them, but I have no idea how. Um, it's probably about cooking them um, a few times or doing something special with them, and I don't know. So I'm not gonna eat them until I know for sure. There seems to be people saying that they are too toxic to even bother, and some say that if you know how to cook them or process them, that they're actually very good. I just don't know, so I won't do anything until I know for sure. But they're just growing everywhere. I see them all over the place. I can't drive more than a kilometer without seeing at least 10 of them. Um, I was driving home from work today, and I could see some service berries all over the place. Well, all over the place. I saw them like 3 or 4 of those trees, and it reminded me that I remember um, going to the ball field, and there were trees there with white flowers, and it would bloom like early um, in early summer, end of spring, around this time anyway. And I never really knew what they were, and all I knew is I wanted to have some. And I'm pretty sure that there are service berries. It just don't produce a lot of fruits on a tree because I never noticed the fruits. And I mean, I kind of look for that stuff, especially in the last 3 to 4 years. Yeah, it grows everywhere, but if you don't see it, even if you tell me it grows there, I don't see it. I can't really harvest it. The fiddleheads we planted 8 years ago begin to have good stock and are spreading. So it took 8 years before you can even think about harvesting them. Man, I would need to to plant a lot more. Um, I usually get to the point where I try to harvest as much as I can. But like this year, I have no way of making it up the river, going across the river. So I will have to buy some. But instead of buying them at $3 to $4 a pound, I get them at 2.5. But one plant is now around 15 plants. So it makes an extra 2 plants a year. So if I planted about 20 of them, I would have a good harvest. You just need to know where the good ones are growing, because once they're big, they all look the same. I would need to go next to the river and find a few ones, but I should really just find a place where I can actually harvest them without needing to go across the river. That would be ideal, really. That would be the best thing for me. I just need to find some black elderberries. I have a lot of chokecherries growing in the wild as well, so I don't need to worry about them. I'm starting to discover more and more plants, but my food forest is getting there. I mean, if I start having fruits in the next few years, it will be amazing. Just so you know, in the chat, I kind of feel alone there. Yeah, let me share that in the group chat, but I know Darren's not there. Patrick was already in the chat. Annie's never really available on Fridays. Let me see if I can share it somewhere else. Canadian homesteading YouTubers. Okay, I will share it there. I'll try to give you some company, Maryland. I'll try to give you some company. Okay, so let's see if I can find some new groups to share that to. Plant Sauvage, Pet Rescue. Pet Rescue? Really? Okay, so this is the right chat, the right group. Let's see. There you go. All right. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Jane. How are you two doing? It's a beautiful day, Jennifer. Did you get a lot of stuff done? I was working all day. I got home. I just, I spent the whole time outside planning mostly. I was looking at building a little screen to screen all the compost I have, to make sure I don't get big chunks or whatever in my wheelbarrow, until I found it's the tray that came with my chicken plucker. So it's about 2 feet long by 1.5 feet wide. It's not that, it's only that deep, but the holes are all the size of a dime maybe. So I use that to screen all my compost. That's why it was so beautiful and fluffy. I love it. Yep, built a privacy fence and planted more seeds in cups. Awesome. So much to do, overwhelmed. Yeah, there is a lot to do at this time of year. I have to get a lot of stuff planted. I will have to remove my tarp from the garden and see the damage. If I was able to kill the weeds, I will have to turn my soil around, add some more compost. I have some rabbit manure that I can spread all around my garden. If I do so, it should help. I'm not going to plant the carrots and onions here. Well, actually, I don't even know what I should plant here, because if I plant the beans, there's something eating all the beans. I know the cucumbers are usually doing pretty well, but last year they didn't do too well because it was full of weeds. So I have to make sure there's no weeds before I do anything. Um, I usually plant some tomatoes. Um, I had onions, tomatoes, potatoes. Um, I don't know. I can probably plant some radishes. And now that my cat is attacking the mice issue that I have here, I could be able to plant some beets and radishes. That would be awesome. Planted 5 tomatoes and 5 peppers today. Awesome. Um, I I'm hoping I have enough peppers, but I'm thinking I might have to buy a few more plants. One thing at a time, Jennifer. You do what you can, and it is enough. Yes, it is enough. It's all you can do, really. You do your best, and one thing at a time, and you'll get there. Slow and steady wins the race. Tomorrow will be raining here. I'll plant trees around. Try to film a bit if the rain is not too much. Awesome. So, are you doing the permaculture? Are you going to talk about permaculture on your video? Or do you have something totally different in mind? I need to find cedar wood for raised beds or birch wood. I have the trees, but can't find anyone to come cut them down and saw into lumber. Yeah, I don't have a chance on. I don't have a mill. Um, I know there's a few guys that could mill the wood for you. Usually they would go like half and half. You provide the wood, they do all the cuttings for free, but they keep half of the wood. So it saves you from paying, but you would still need to find someone with a chance to cut it down and bring it there. I'm so overwhelmed. Did you see John's greenhouse? Awesome growth, ready for a Saturday market. Yeah, he's doing amazing. And he's like, well, let's face it, he's full time. Are you still in the chat, John? He's pretty much full time doing what he does, and he's actually pretty good at it. So when you're good at something that you're passionate about, you have awesome results, like John. So he's still around. He's probably lurking. He's probably doing something else, letting the live stream play. But that's all good. To do fruit tree guild kind of. Oh, nice. That's gonna be something interesting to watch. Yeah, that's something I want to start talking about a little bit more in my area. The YouTube world already knows about it, the permaculture, the fruit trees, and all that stuff. But I want to start giving the information around in my area because I feel like people don't know about it enough. I actually started planting chives and lemon balm around my apple trees and plum trees today, which is pretty cool. I had beautiful compost to put around them. And, it's the kind of thing that if it spreads, yeah. I was talking to one of my colleagues earlier today, and I asked I asked her if she knew about sorry, I'm losing focus on the chat. So yeah, I was talking to my colleague, asking her if she knew about the permaculture way of doing the food forest, and she said no. And then I just said, look, the idea behind it is to have something big, something medium, and something small. If you see it that way, it's an easy way to understand the concept. You have an apple tree, you can have a honeyberry, ascap bush, and then you can have strawberries. You can have a plum tree, you can have blueberries around. Well, blueberries need more acidic soil, but you could have currants around, and then you could have lemon balm, chives, or anything like that. And she's like, okay, yeah, sure, but like, what would be the idea other than having pollinators around? I said, well, you always have to mow the lawn. You always have to worry about the weeds. But instead of letting everything taking over the weeds, letting the weeds take over, you can actually decide what you want to have growing there. Man, I'm struggling with my speaking tonight. Um, yeah, you probably meant Marilyn. Little Homestead by the Beach is Marilyn. I may have goji berry cuttings rooting for the conference. Can you grow them in your area? Um, are they growing zone 4? I don't know if Marilyn would be able to grow them. Yeah. Right now, the ones I got at the conference are doing pretty awesome. The big ones are still alive. The smaller ones, I left them in their little um, plastic containers, and I put them in the soil. So at the end of the year, I will simply remove the plastic and put it straight there, and it should be good to go. Morels love apple trees. Never know. You'll maybe have some one day. Yeah, now I know about that. It's something new to me, and I want to go and look. Problem is, once again, I want to have my bear hunting tag and license before I go, because it is pretty scary to hear a bear coming after you. It happened to me last week. Not that it came after me, but I could hear the bear grunting not too far, and he didn't seem like he wanted to get away. So I just went in my Jeep, beeped the horn a few times, waited about 10 minutes, came out saying, "Hey, bear, are you still there, bear? Hey, bear, go away, bear." And I couldn't hear a thing after, so I did what I had to do and left. I didn't really want to go and take a look to see if I could find some morels. I plant garlic and daffodils around fruit trees. Daffodils. I don't know what that is, but yeah, it's a good thing to do. Yeah, it would grow pretty well in any climate. She already has some, I think. I have one plant and it does not like it's. You could probably bring it inside though, or once you have the greenhouse, you could leave it in the greenhouse. Maybe in the greenhouse it would do a little bit better. Yeah, I don't think Marilyn can grow them. Yeah. I was able to find a male sea buckthorn shrub. I'm thinking about going there to get it tomorrow, but budget is a little bit tight. So it depends how much it is, and I know if I go there, I will probably be spending more than I need to. I should have a check coming in from YouTube, which is what I was hoping to use to buy it anyway. You germinated a few goji berries from seeds. I was able to do that last year also, and I put them outside. I hardened them off, and they ended up dying anyway. But from what I understand, they need loose soil, well drained. Then the sea buckthorn. Oh, really? You germinated some from seeds? I wonder if I have those seeds here. I don't think I do. So what is it I have here? I have sumac, goji berry, and goji berries. Let me check in my document. It took 2 years to produce berries. Okay, so I have two that are about 2 feet high. Sea buckthorn from seeds. That's pretty awesome. Just gonna wait until my document opens up. Oh, my back is killing me. Hopefully I don't have to go early. Category. Let's see what kind of trees I have. I have some nice. That's amazing. I didn't even remember I had those seeds here. Let me check quickly if I can find them for fun. All my seeds are here. Carrots, tomatoes, trees. Okay, so let's see what kind of seeds I have in this little plastic thing. My goji took 2 years, too many seeds. You know you have a link for ergonomic chair in your description, and you are saying that you're... Oh, did the link work? Oh, no, okay, it's the old link. Yeah, but it's just because I'm not sitting right. I should, if I sat back here, it would be best. Like if I sit like this, it feels really good. I would need to hold the microphone here, but I don't want to hold the microphone. Could probably get a little bit closer. So I have some Colorado blue spruce tree seeds. Planted in cold frame and fall for spring germination. So those are pretty cool. Usurian pear tree. I have 2 packs of those. But it's 120 days stratification. This is something I'm going to have to try eventually. Where is that pack of seeds now? So I have black elderberry, high bush cranberry, and black raspberry. So I have a pack of sea buckthorn berry somewhere. Oh, right here. So it's a 90 days cold moist stratification. Seed pretreatment. Seeds benefit from stratification. Gently scratch the seed surface with sandpaper. Okay. Then soak seeds in water for 24 hours. Mix seeds with moisten grow medium equal to 3 to 4 times seed volume. Place in plastic bag, covered tray cells or container. Okay. 90 days cold moist, 5 degrees Celsius. Place plastic bag with seeds and soil in your refrigerator, preferably in a veggie crisper. Inspect periodically for even moisture. So stratify seeds 1/4 inch deep, ideally with a peat perlite mix. Alternate soil temperatures during the day, 30 Celsius, and night 20 Celsius. Water evenly and regularly. When all previously mentioned requirements are fulfilled, germination generally occurs in 21-30 days. My sea buckthorn are from the same company. I just put them in wet paper towel and put them in a Ziploc bag. That's it. 1-2 months later, they sprouted. I ignored the instruction. It is good to know. Now, Marilyn, this is probably something that you could grow in your zone. It says grow zone perennial 3 to 7. If that's something you would like to have, I could put some seeds aside for you. You just need to let me know. And I don't think there is such thing as too much seeds. Okay, so you have producers. Would you like to have some seeds, or you think you're just going to go and buy the trees yourself, or you don't even want to bother with them? I did use cold water, though, and kept the bag kind of cold. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool to know. So I should probably... There's a bunch of things I should plant now. Now, all my tomatoes, I'm too late now. Hey, I'm late on a lot of things. Okay, so in theory, I should plant my kale. I have some seeds for stinging nettle that I need to plant about now. Chives, spinach, sea kale. The sea kale I need to plant because it's a perennial kale. In theory, I could plant my peas in my garden now. So that might be something that I could do tomorrow. Even if I don't remove the whole tarp, I could at least do like one aisle and plant the peas there. Sorry. So in about 2 weeks, I should be able to plant everything outside. I am 2 weeks away from my last frost. It goes down to about 3 Celsius at night right now, and the greenhouse will stop the frost, but not necessarily the cold weather. For now, I'm good, but when I'm ready, I know where to have some. Awesome. I'll send us a pic tomorrow of what they look like sprouted. They look beautiful and strong. Cool. What else am I doing? I have to change one of my signal light on my Jeep. It died on me early this week. You're having a pajama party with your cats and your boyfriend and you? Oh, the plants. Okay. The plants are having a pajama party. That's awesome. I took out my lemon balm. This has been hardened off, and it's out now. It's planted. The chive has been out for 3 or 4 days now. I planted the mint that I got from Chris and Steph. I noticed that a lot of the mint I planted last year is taking a long time to grow. I can see some sprouts now on some of them, but not all of them. And I just noticed that I had some, I think they were banana mint. Like this scared the hell out of me. But I can say that if I want, because I said it. Take a deep breath. Yeah, I had some banana mint, and it died. The plant died, and when I looked, it was zone 5, and I am zone 4. Maybe it will come back. Maybe it won't. So it's normal if it doesn't come back. I have a bunch of stuff growing. Oh, I found some of the rhubarb. I started from seeds. And I think I have 3 of them growing. 2 in my raised beds. I should take them out of there and put them somewhere else. And 1 that I just planted on the ground somewhere because I figured, I have it, might as well put it somewhere. And it came back. It's still growing. I think mint has to be stratified. I need mint badly for mosquitoes. I planted spearmint, but nothing came up yet. May have to buy it at the store. Mint will spread. Well, they say it spreads. I think in zone 4, the season is so short that it doesn't have time to spread. Like, it didn't take over or anything. It didn't really spread anywhere. It's just the same spot. The plants got bigger and stronger, but it's been 3 years and I didn't find any mint growing anywhere else. But yeah, you can go at the end of the growing season. Canadian Tire and Walmart will have them on sale, especially Canadian Tire. They'll have them on sale for like $2 a plant. And I mean, they're still alive. They're going to grow and they're going to do well. If you don't want to wait, not too far from you, you can go to Bélanger Landscaping in Charlotte. And they have a lot of beautiful, wonderful plants there as well. And if you're lucky enough to get a drive to go to town in Campbellton, try to get a drive to go to Man's Garden. This is a huge nursery. It's huge. They have anything you want. If they don't have it now, he will make sure to find it for you. I wanted some white currants. He wasn't even open yet, and I was able to go get some. I called about the sea buckthorn berries. They had they had a few males. Bélanger only had 2 females. I told them that if they didn't sell them, that I was going to go and grab one because I want to buy a male. But one male can it can go with up to 7 females. I think it can pollinate up to 7 females. So, yeah, as long as I have 1 male and 7 females, that should be fine with my sea buckthorn berries. I see some of my service berries that I planted here. They're popping up as well. Oh no, my computer crashed again. The laptop. Depends if you're talking about Bélanger or Mans. They're pretty close to what you would see at Canadian Tire and Walmart. Of course, their plants are usually a little bit better. Mans, I find the fruit trees are expensive, but they're huge and strong and top quality. You now pay $90 at Canadian Tire for a very small, 3-foot tall apple tree. You can go Man's Garden for $130. You'll pay an extra $40, but the trees are 8-9 feet tall. Restore. So was my video done exporting? Hopefully. Desktop. Let's see if my video was done. Just give me a sec, people. What? What? Okay. I'm gonna have to talk to you. You know who you are. I don't know why. Thank you, but I don't know why. Awesome. Okay, so my video worked. Okay. So, um, what was I saying before my computer crashed? My laptop crashed. Yeah, I find that they have reasonable prices. I mean, a couple of years back at Bélanger, I bought one of those blueberry bush. I paid around $20, but it was huge. And like honestly, I had like maybe 2-3 pounds of blueberries on the one bush. Like I mean, I say those numbers. I don't know, but it was full. It was blue, and it was 3 feet high. You know, it was if you count $5 for a small pack, you would get into your money within the first year, even if it doesn't survive. Well, exactly. You'd rather pay more and get better quality. If you can get to Man's Garden or Bélanger Landscaping, both of them are pretty much the same. Okay then. Okay, I'll let it pass for this time. You know who. You know who, and you know what you did. Hello, Karen. Nice to have you here. It's been a while. You've been busy. It's a busy time, I guess. And yeah, Jennifer, when you go there, they have I think they have 8 high tunnels, and they're all about 100 feet long, 4 rows wide. They have all kind of strawberries, all kind of grapes, all kind of plums, all kind of apples, all kind of flowers. I bought some strawberries last year that have pink flowers, so you can imagine the girls were kind of happy to find those. Whenever I ask them for something, if they don't have it, I know one of the two will be able to get it for me. Oh yeah, you could spend all day there for sure. If I go, I'm gonna spend the whole day there as well. That's for sure. I went there a couple weeks back. I called. I said, "Hey, are you guys open?" She's like, "Well, yes and no. We're here planting seeds and stuff. We're not really open, but if you're looking for something specific, then the door is open. You can come in and check out what you want." So I'm like, "Well, I'm looking for white currants, and I want to get it before everyone else does." She's like, "Oh, well, you can come for a walk." And I'm like, it's Sunday. It's 1 p.m. Like, I wanted to just go into a nursery. It was nice outside. We've had an early spring. So I'm like, I want to go with my daughter, spend some time there. She's like, yeah. Don't worry. You can come. And we have a few plants that started growing, and you can see what we have. So I spent 30 minutes there. Found one of the white currants. And what else? I think I got the white currant, and I got the product. He sold me a product to help me with the aphids on my apple trees, because I'm struggling with one of my apple tree. It's producing a lot of fruits, but the fruits are moldy-ish. They turn brown and they don't really last long on the trees, and he told me that it was probably because of aphids. So he gave me something to spread on the tree, and I had to do that before the tree came out of dormancy, which I did. So they're the kind of people that I like supporting. Um, yeah, you could definitely spend the whole day there. I'm hoping to be able to go tomorrow for that sea buckthorn berry tree, the male one. You've never heard of white currants? If you've tried the red ones, I promise the white ones are even better. I could say stay there and just eat the white ones, you know, one after another. Yeah, I need to find the champagne. Those are um, white pink, like they're more pink. You have the red, the white, and the champagne are like pinkish. Those are the ones I want to try next, but I couldn't find them anywhere. But it's just a matter of time before I actually do. Very pale pink, yeah. But they're pretty good. And the thing is, they have like this one high tunnel for perennial flowers. They have this one high tunnel for perennial herbs. They have another high tunnel for annual flowers. They have another one for small fruits. They have another one for bigger fruits. They have another one for tomatoes. Another one for peppers. Another one for cucumbers. It's just very cool when you go in a big place like this. I mean, it's right next door. It's 20 minutes away from my place. It can be done in a heartbeat. I can just decide tomorrow to just go for a drive and stop there. I found one here. I will propagate it. Awesome. Hopefully, Maryland, you can propagate that one like 40 times in the next 5 years and have a bunch of them so you can start selling them and make money on them. I got a red currant plant last year at Walmart. It was a cutting. It blew up and it's huge and loaded with green blooms. Might get some this year. You've never tried it. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you now. The black ones are awful. They almost taste like puke. But the red ones are very good. I find they're even better than cherries. They're very good if you like sour things, and my mom used them in apple jelly. No need to put pectin. They have plenty of pectin. Yeah, that's true. The currants have plenty of pectin in them. But the red ones you're gonna like, and usually I think you get a harvest like end of July, early August around here anyway, from what I remember last year. And they look like they come in clusters, so you'll have a few clusters. I had a few clusters on my white currant bush last year. The berries are not very big, like it's not like a gooseberry. They're a little bit smaller, but they produce a lot more than gooseberries. And the white ones, like, they're just way better. I'm just hoping I have blueberries this year. My blueberries were switched last year. I put them somewhere else. So hopefully the acidic soil will be a little bit better. I put a lot of pine needles around them. So hopefully that will help as well. And I have some honeyberries or hascalves, depends how you want to call them. Those are growing. My gooseberries are growing as well. It's just going to be amazing when I have all those berries growing. I have some strawberries, 3 types of strawberries growing. I have some raspberries, like 3 types of them. I have some blackberries. I eat them like cartoons are eating grapes. Yeah, from the stem. That's pretty cool. But yeah, you're going to love them. I've never seen anyone eat them and not like them. I've never tried sea buckthorn berries. I have no idea what those taste like. Well, if you look around, You could probably see them. They would be in flowers right now. If you see a tree somewhere with white flowers, spot it and try to remember where it is so you can go and get the berries when they pop out. And you can probably take a cutting of one of those trees and put them straight in the soil, and in theory, they should grow. I saw some in Richardville today when I was coming back from work on the highway. So there's a few ones around. Kind of sour, orangey taste for sea buckthorn. Not the best, to be honest. But apparently they're very, very healthy. So we'll see. It's just I want to have all kind of fruits. I want to have a bunch of things. The more different things I can get, the better. I even I looked at my spruces today, and I'm gonna have some spruce tips very soon. Those are very good as well. I want to try some of those again on different recipes. The spruce tip jelly. Oh my god, this was so good. I want to do a lilac jelly as well. Yeah, freeze even better. We took some cuttings when we went to the conference. I actually planted them today, so I don't know if they're going to take or not. But apparently, if you take them early enough, they should, in theory, take. They're a little bit like elderberries. My land is loaded with spruce. Yeah, have you ever tried spruce tips? You should see them coming out like they're a lighter green. And, they'll be about an inch. And they're not like tough. They're really like fluffy kind of. And yeah, I eat that in a salad. You can do jelly with that. You can do syrup. You put John did a video on that actually. You just take the spruce tips, you put that with brown sugar, and you let it ferment together for about 30 days, and then it will create some sort of it's kind of a tar, black gooey thing, but you warm it up a little bit, and it does delicious syrup. Our lilacs are in full bloom. Spruce tips are nearly finished. Ours are not even started yet. The spruce tips are just coming soon. You should try them, Jennifer. I promise. They're in a jelly. If you just look online, you'll find a good recipe for jelly and, video content. And they're actually very, very good. Yeah, they're way ahead of us. I think Ontario, well, at least the area where the conference was, is about 2-3 weeks ahead of us. We're just starting to see the flowers on the service berries now. They're tender and it tastes sort of lemon and pine sol. If you were smelling pine sol while drinking, yeah, good way to put it. But I don't know. I find it tastes pretty good. Also want to get lilacs. There's trees next door. It's been vacant for 4 years, so I'm going to try to get some cuttings tomorrow. If I see good green, healthy shoots on the lilac. Yeah, well, that's a good way to do it. I tried to transplant a few ones. I even bought one from Walmart a few years back. A friend of mine gave me a few white ones, and they ended up dying. But I was walking around my property. I mean, I don't have a very big property, but I don't really go way back there where all the trees are unless I have to. But I was just taking a walk last year, and there were a few lilacs growing. Well, probably not wild. They're probably coming from the neighbor down my neighbor down there, but because he has a lot of lilacs. But it was just growing there doing nothing. So I took it and put it in front of the house where I wanted it. Bucket List and Hickory Croft Farm are even further ahead of us. Yeah, they're a good month ahead of us. Yeah, I have a few buds on them, a few leaves. I'm starting to see like the little cluster of uh, tiny little flowers, but I have two different types of lilacs. Um, like the regular one, the most common one, the one we see, and I have another one that grows a lot of flowers, but I don't know what kind it is. So I don't really want to do anything with it until I know for sure if it's edible or not. We are chopping back lilacs, and it just keeps spreading from the sprouts coming up off the ground. Wow, and we're struggling to get some here. There used to be a wild one behind my parents' house. It was it was probably like an hour away if you walk there. But we would take the ATV or our bicycles and um, go there. But it's no longer there anymore. I think the guy cut it up at some point. But I think there's a few wild apple trees there. I should go for a walk. I should go for a walk and a drive. I should go for a small drive there with my Jeep and see what I can find. I I'm pretty sure there's a few wild apple trees there. I could probably graft them. Um, I have about one, two, three, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I have 12 apple trees grafted. There's another one that I want to do. Actually, I'm probably going to do that one tomorrow. And then I might just go for a small drive and see if I can find anything growing behind my parents' house. I know there's a few apple trees back there as well. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Something I could do. Just give me a sec. I'm curious. I want to see the score, the hockey game. Let's go, Panthers. Let's go. 1-1. I hate the Bruins. That's why. I'm wondering if I could find some Ceres berries back there. I probably could. Can probably find some elderberries as well. What I was told, Marilyn, the elderberry we saw in Ontario when we went to the conference was, I'm pretty sure I didn't see them, but they were probably red elderberries because you could see the purple flower kind of thing at the tip of the branches, and the red elderberries will have flowers a long time before the black elderberries. The elderberries are just, yeah, they were purple, so they're the same ones we have here. Those are the red elderberries. The black ones are just going in flowers in August in New Brunswick, so probably mid-July, early July in Ontario, but they're definitely not flowering yet. I know my parents have a few apple trees at the back of their home in pots waiting to be planted. Nice. You should go get them. Why don't they plant them? Yeah, they were purple. They were not the right one. I have the root balls. I just have to go and get them. I have a few small balls, the smaller ones. I'm just waiting for my ass caps to be bigger so that I can start grafting on them. I will probably do the same thing with the white currants and the red currants. And I mean, it's a way for me to make a few bucks as well in the future, right? Like instead of selling them $15 like they do at the store, I can probably sell them for like $7 and a half. But if I sell 10 of them, it's almost $100. It's $75. My dad seeds them. He can't stop planting things. He has a small nursery back there. Oh, so he planted them from seeds. He has no idea what kind of apple trees he's actually growing unless he knows how to graft and he's actually grafting on them. That's something else I want to do. I want to start grafting. Well, I mean, I'm hair grafting right now, but I want to start grafting from branches. But for that, I need my wild apple tree that I planted back there. I need it to grow bigger because, yeah, he knows what the apple it is coming from, but not what it will do. My brother started an apple tree from seeds probably like 10 years ago. It's probably like 8 feet tall right now, but he never pruned it. It's full of branches, and his philosophy is always naturally it wants to grow that way. I'm letting it go. But what I keep trying to tell him is the tree wants to expand and grow shoots and try to propagate that way. And you want to stop the tree from doing that by cutting all the shoots, pruning it, so that it actually starts growing fruits at some point and flowers. Um, and he doesn't know what kind of apples he's going to get when he does get some. I'm curious. I think we're supposed to go this weekend. My mom was working last weekend for Mother's Day. My dad said something about doing something this weekend, so we'll see if I go there. Um, I'll go see the apple tree and see what it looks like. My dad would love to have the white apples, so hopefully I can go and graft a few branches. I know where there's one. I just need to go and graft it on his apple tree that he has home. But I would need to see his apple tree, see what it looks like, how big the branches are. Take a branches or two, cut them, go there, cut the ones I need about the same size, grab them. I have the grafting kit. I don't know if it's in here or in my bedroom somewhere. Probably. If you sell cuttings for berries that have roots or fruit trees with roots growing, I'll be your first customer. Yeah, but you're talking about leaving the area. I probably won't have any this year because my berries are still too small. That's why I'm saying like maybe in the future. Like I have 2 branches on my gooseberry right now that I'm trying to hair graft. If I succeed, I will plant them and hopefully they will eventually produce fruits and grow more. Yeah, you're bringing everything with you. You've said that before, but it's just that within the next year, I will probably not have any plants to sell. I was trying to do that this year, and I don't have the space to grow right now. So hopefully, my greenhouse will last all winter long. The second one will be the same thing. I just need to make sure that the wind doesn't throw it away on the neighbor's property or something. Like I'm talking about the big one that I want to bring next to the house. But if I can have that, maybe I can start growing more plants in there and have more space to grow food and all that kind of stuff. Maybe stuck here another winter. Hope not, but most likely. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. You can have everything in pots and buckets, and you can still have fruits. Especially if you have a lot of wild apple trees back there, you can hair graft them. And it'll give you a lot of apples for when you move. I'll see. By next year, maybe they'll be big enough. Who knows? Um, I'm hoping they grow because I would love to propagate my ASCAPs. I would love to have a lot of them, but they're just not growing fast enough for me. They're still, just a tiny small bush. I don't know if it's because they don't have enough compost, enough nutrients, or I don't know if it's because my seasons are too short, or because the soil is just not good, or because I transplanted them last year and they were just like 2, 3 years old. Um, I guess we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see. I feel like whenever I buy one of those bush, the next year they're always smaller. They just stop growing, and there's a few branches that died because either someone stepped on it in the winter or something like that, and then it takes like 3 to 4 years before it starts growing again. Oh, oh, feels good when I sit back here like this. Oh, so yeah, tomorrow we'll be fixing my Jeep. We'll be trying to bring the greenhouse next to the house, but before I do that, I have to do my trellis. Well, I have to get the trampoline out of there, and I'll need to put it aside, bring in the greenhouse, and then build my trellis. I want to plant the kiwis on that arch trellis. That would be cool. We could go underneath and just harvest the kiwis. That would be awesome. Screw boards to the bottom of the greenhouse on the inside and stake it down. That would be a good idea, but I'm kind of afraid that eventually the boards will rot and it will lose um, all the toughness. It won't be as tough. But I have a few hooks that I can probably use. I purchased a few like big, huge nails. And right now, it's back there and it's not going anywhere. It's big and strong and heavy enough. I have a few rebars, and all I have to do is plant the rebars at the right angle and put the greenhouse in there. And it won't be able to get up and go away. Like it would need to go sideways. But since the rebar will be there holding it from inside the post, I would need to lift it up and then take it away. Maybe the wind could do that, but I doubt, because it would need to go up straight and then go sideways. Hopefully, I'll find a way. I'll find a way, even if I have to put, like I have cement bricks here. Maybe I can just put that inside somehow. There's always, when there's a will, there's a way. So we'll find a way to make it work. But I really want to do the trellis. I just don't know if I'll be putting chicken wire. I'm afraid that if I do, the fruits might not grow through the small holes. So I guess we'll have to see. I'm hoping to do the greenhouse. I have to undo the old chicken coop. I have to clean the chicken coop I have there, bring that into my compost pile. I'll have to start planning because, we're 2 weeks away from last frost. I should be planting lettuce, kale, spinach, radish, peas. Those things should be in the ground right now. By the time they sprout, last frost will be gone. Our Temple Garage greenhouse had the top rip off in the storm. I'm not at all happy with my greenhouse build. We still haven't put a front on it, and I'm not able to do it alone. Yeah, I suppose if we had a tornado or whatever it was, a derecho, whatever it's called, like you guys had 2 years ago, it could take away anything. It could destroy the house. But in terms of regular wind or regular storm, being on the side of the house, between the house and a hill, I doubt that there would be any wind there. Usually, I can walk around the house in the winter because the snow doesn't really fall there and the wind just vacuums everything away on the sides and all. So I'm pretty sure it would be fine. And then if it can grow, if I can build it well and do it well, then I could probably grow food all year round. A little bit like Dave is doing. I'm not talking about putting a heater in there or anything like that, but I could grow kale and spinach and lettuce because those are very cold tolerant plants. Just give me a sec. My son is my construction helper, but he lives 2 hours away. He didn't go see you for Mother's Day. You should have used him then. Call him and say, "Hey, Mommy needs your help, buddy." When Mama calls, the son can't say no. I have to show you pictures of my greenhouse. Yes, you do. You do. You've been talking about it for a while. I think we've seen like one picture of when you started it, but I don't think we've seen the final product. I have a few boards here that I can use to build the frame for my door. Now, I don't think I will be building like an actual door. Thinking about just like putting tarp, the plastic, just like attach it on top and like make some holes so that I can just let it go. Like, if I do the frame, let's say I do the frame 2 feet wide, I can do the tarp, attach it on top, and have it like, just like have it hang out like this, like 3 feet wide. And that way it should stop the wind and the cold from going in, but I can still just lift it up or push it aside and go in. None of my kids drive. We went to town to live in. Okay, well, that sucks. So it's a 4-hour drive for you to go pick him up and another 4 hours drive for you to go and drop him off again. I have my son helping me when I ask him to help me with constructions because he's a lot better than me with that kind of stuff. I now have a scale saw, which is pretty cool. I have the electric chainsaw, and it was kind of cool because I was able to use it to just round up the boards in my greenhouse so the wood would not be like too much of an angle like this and tearing plastic. Yeah, that sucks. I'm glad for that. My parents live 5 minutes away, 3 minutes away if you drive, I think. Same village, so they're really not that far. And my brother lives. There's my parents. There's a small brook, river, and then there's my brother. So they are separated by a river. So if I want to see any of them, they're very, very close. My girlfriend's family, they all live away. Her sister, brother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and my brother-in-law, they live in Alberta. They have a house here not too far, but they barely ever come. My parents-in-law were working out west for the past 15 years. They've come and gone a few times. My father-in-law wanted to retire in 2022, I think it is. He came back, or 23. He came back and left again because he wanted to sell the house. I think the house was sold. So as soon as he was able to sell the house, he wanted to fix it and sell it. And as soon as it was sold, he was coming back here to retire. So he did that. I think now they're stuck once again with forest fires. So I don't know if that's gonna slow them down a little bit, with all the paperwork and that kind of stuff for a closing date on the house. But as soon as he's done, he's coming back here, and the kids can't wait. Um, the thing is, they're retired. They want to have the kids over. Father-in-law plays music. The kids all enjoy music. They have fun. The mother-in-law will spoil them a lot. So they tend to go there every once in a while for a whole weekend. My girlfriend and I have some times for ourselves. We can actually spend some time together. And I never asked my parents. They will probably say yes, but my mom works 4 days, then she's off for 4 days. She's working 4 days, off 4 days. So like she's only having like one full weekend off like every 3 to 4 weeks, because she'll be working like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. She'll have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, or something like that. But then she'll be doing like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off, and she'll be like, anyway, the way it happens, she'll have like maybe 2 weekends in a row where she's off, and then she'll work either Saturday, both, or Sunday for I don't know how long after that. So I get that my mom wants to rest, and they usually go camping in the woods when they're off. So, well, we see them often. We just don't necessarily bring the kids there for a weekend. And the parents-in-law have a lot of bedrooms and that kind of stuff. And, Alexa plays guitar. Anthony plays guitar. Miley wants to learn. They're trying to play music. They play games on YouTube where you have to spot the differences, where you have to, those kind of games. They have fun. They enjoy themselves. And we have time for ourselves. We can do whatever we want without having to worry about the kids. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, I guess it would be hard if all the family was living far away. I'm really happy that I have my family nearby. I have a lot of friends around too. I do have some cousins and aunts that live a little bit further away. One of my cousins lives in Quebec. I have another one that lives in Moncton, which is about 3 hours away from me. But that's it. Like, I don't have anyone living, in another country. I probably have some family members that I just don't think of in Alberta. But, I know of one that I don't even call my cousin anymore. Hello, Lucas. How are you, son? I'm guessing you want to tell me you miss me or going to bed. I will end my live stream and go tuck you in. All right. Well, either way, it was a nice stream. I think I had fun. As long as I have stuff to talk about, and it's that time of year where there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Because I can chat about gardening all day, but it's just harder when I talk to myself. As long as you guys in the chat are chatting, I'm good. And tonight we had that. So thank you, everyone. I will go take some rest. And I have a long day tomorrow. It's a long weekend. Enjoy the long weekend if you have a long weekend. I will just have more time to do all the stuff I want to do outside. So good night. Bonne nuit. See you guys in a few days.